Hey guys, welcome back to another commentary video. This is the fourth ever commentary video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about just random stuff. I don't have a specific topic uh, selected for this video. I don't even know what I'm going to be titling this video. We're just going to be winging it, alright? I first want to go back to my second commentary video about depression. The feedback on that video was really good. I really appreciate the comments. As of right now, there's only 2 comments on the video, and both of them are really positive. One of them was this person wishing me well because he himself goes through depression and burnout. The other one is some dude trying to give me advice. He's telling me that, everyone has their own unique feelings and it's part of themselves. And you should be able to feel valid with your feelings. And I feel like that's something that I haven't considered that much, like at all. A lot of times subconsciously I feel invalid with my feelings because I don't know, I feel judged. I feel I don't know, I've been through a lot in the past that I keep entirely to myself, and a lot of that has been feeling invalid of my feelings. I've always had confidence issues growing up, and I've had times where I feel like my feelings are invalid. I don't even know why. It's just confidence issues. It's just feeling like people have the right to say my feelings aren't valid. And sometimes people aren't even trying to suggest that my feelings are invalid. And I still feel that way. I still feel my feelings are not valid. And that's it. I really appreciate the comments though. Um, it made me realize that when I make these videos, there's real people watching. Sometimes I look at a number, 100 views, and to me, it feels like not a lot because for YouTube, 100 views is not a lot for a video. But if you actually try and visualize it, it's 100 individuals, unique individuals, listening to my commentary video, talking about my depression, talking about just generally what depression means and how it feels. And it kind of hit me after I got the comments that these are all real people. They all receive the same impact after listening to my video. And because of the support, it was so unexpected. I realized that it just made it feel a lot more real, It felt like I had a duty, I had a responsibility to put out videos that are genuine, that are authentic, and not just upload for the sake of uploading. I recently just got monetized on YouTube, and that has pushed me to make more commentary videos. I'm gonna be honest, for a little bit, I made the priority to get videos out instead of being authentic to myself, to the video. And after getting that feedback from the audience, so far it's 112 views on the depression video. The other commentary video hasn't been out yet. But just by the feedback, the amount of likes, the amount of comments, just from that, I kind of realized that, this is kind of a responsibility. There are actual people who listen to my videos and feel like they care about me. They're genuinely there to give me advice. They're genuinely there. They're going through their own shit and they wish the best upon me. And that's made it feel a lot more, I don't know how to say it. It's like it feels closer, right? It's like it feels like I'm building a community for myself, a close community, a community where we can have this space where we can feel vulnerable and be honest with each other. I feel like that's very important. I don't have environment. I don't have that kind of environment in my life. Even though my coaches, my parents, they tell me you can be vulnerable to us. Sometimes I find it hard to do that because I can't really muster myself to, reveal more about myself. It feels very scary to do that. And it's easier to speak into a mic when nobody's listening actively, but I know that this is going on my YouTube channel. This is going to be listened to by a bunch of people, and the fact that people are open to giving advice, they're accepting of my problems, accepting of my feelings. It's a beautiful thing, man. I feel a lot like, I don't want to say for the first time in my life, but I feel very, very welcomed. I feel like I belong here, and I don't get to feel that way. Not even in my friend group, not in my school, definitely not in my school. And I'm someone with severe social anxiety, so that has caused me a lot of problems in school where a lot of the times I'm alone. I'm gonna admit I'm alone a lot of the times. And when I'm talking to people, I'm always so much tension, so much anxiety. And it makes it hard for me to make close connections with people. Some people, I've had friends where they just give up on me, you know, because I was so anxious. They wanted to help me, but at some point they just gave up on me. But if I know for a fact, if I ever regain the confidence to go back and talk to these people, they're always going to be open to accepting me, but they don't want to actively try and help me anymore because they realized it's useless. And I also know that too, because I'm constantly trying to face this social anxiety. It's very, very deeply rooted in my character. I don't know why. I have so many reasons why I'm anxious, but I can't find solutions. I can't find the deeper reasons. And social anxiety is my life's biggest challenge. But I'm still trying to get better. Tomorrow is the first day of school after Christmas, and I'm gonna try and make more connections this time. Everyone's been through their fair share of struggles and hardships, and maybe this era of my life is my era of hardship, my life's hardship. And maybe after this, I would have a life worth living for, you know? I don't know, I'm sort of just rambling around here. I don't have a topic in mind. I'm gonna title this after later when I kind of go through what topics I've spoken in this video, but have this sort of space where you're able to be honest. This is not at all artificial, by the way. I'm not making this video so that I can get more views or more attention. Genuinely, I just want to create a community where we can share honestly without the fear of judgment, because judging by the amount of likes I got, the comments that I got, there's no like judgment at all. There's no judgment at all that I sense, and I'm always fearing of judgment. I try to hide my fear of judgment all the time because it's one of my insecurities. I'm very afraid of judgment, and I try and hide that so that people can't exploit that part of me. I'm gonna slowly be more and more honest on this channel as I get more comfortable with talking about my struggles and my insecurities. I highly recommend other people do this as well because it's a lot easier to vent or talk about vulnerable things in front of a microphone rather than talking to a person. Of course, a person gives you feedback like actively. They give you responses actively, which kind of helps you with the flow of conversation. But the benefits of doing commentary videos is you get to control your own pace. You get to control the topics that you want to choose, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna be honest. In my previous commentary video, so basically the video that is titled Fighting Rut, I made a promise, sort of made a promise that I'm gonna be trying to get my life in order. I'm gonna be trying to get my life together by having cold showers in the morning, by waking up earlier, by going on runs again. I'm gonna be honest, today is day 1 and I did none of that shit. I couldn't do any of it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not embarrassed about it because I sort of expected it, but I wasn't able to do anything. I woke up, I slept at 11. I woke up at around 9 and I couldn't get out of bed. I stayed in bed until like 12 p.m. I got out so that I can have lunch, and I had the idea of getting a cold shower, but in the morning I was so weak that I couldn't do it. I feel like I'm also like slightly detached from myself, as in I don't feel that much guilt anymore, which is a bad thing because that means I'm starting to give up on myself. I'm sort of lost. I don't know really what to do. I make these videos to try and play a persona that, everything's everything was not okay, but now it's okay. I tried to play that character, but it didn't really work out. I realized that, this place is genuine because life gets real, right? And this leads me to want to talk about stuff relating to gratitude. So I live in a relatively wealthy family, so we don't have to worry about living cost, eating cost. We don't have to worry about me getting into college. Can we afford it? Obviously, we can because we're almost rich. We're not rich, but we're upper middle class. So I had a conversation with my coach. He said that why do I feel depressed? Like, he knows that I feel slightly depressed, and he's like, why do you feel depressed? You don't have to worry about eating. You don't have to worry about having a roof over your head. You don't have to worry about a job. You just have to do what any other student has to do, and you're good. You just focus on living, focus on eating, drinking, focus on sleeping, and you're good. You don't have to worry about providing for a family. You don't have to worry about keeping yourself alive. You have all your necessities, so why worry? And I don't want to sound ungrateful, but when you're depressed, you don't have the energy to fight anymore, right? You don't have the energy to, like, I don't know, it's like, if I had to fight for my life right now, maybe I would be better off, right? Because suddenly I'm in fight or flight mode and I'm off of this depressed mode where I just don't have any energy. So, like, I don't know. But I am grateful that my family is able to provide for me, and I don't have to worry about making money or any of that. In the future, I will, but hopefully, I will be a better person and a more capable person in the future when I do have to fend for myself and survive. I don't know. This video is sort of just a video for me to vent. I'm gonna be honest, this video is just me venting. I didn't really have a topic planned. I just felt a bit. I don't want to oversaturate the word depressed, but yes, I do feel depressed. I can act normal. I'm not depressed all day, and I know that my depression isn't the strongest, but the truth is I am going through these problems, and sometimes, not sometimes, I feel like all the time I just don't know what to do. I don't know what's the right thing to do, and I feel kind of lost. So just to be clear, I'm not trying to I am venting. I will admit that, but I'm not trying to farm sympathy or anything like that. Please do not feel any sort of sympathy for me, because I'm able to survive. I have a rich family. I go to a good school. There's nothing about my life that is sad, but I am going through burnout. I'm going through brain fog. I'm going through depression. But yeah, I don't know. Don't feel sympathy for me, but I would love to hear about more about you guys. Maybe some struggles that you guys been through, or the struggles that you guys have overcome. I would love to hear advice from you guys, because clearly I'm not the wisest person here, and I'm very grateful that if you guys clicked on this video and you're not, like, actively judging me, I'm already very grateful that you're here. So to end this video off, I was expecting a different feeling, like after I say all my problems I'm gonna feel a temporary relief, but I don't feel that right now. What I will say is this is gonna be the last commentary video I make for a while, because I'm gonna have to lock in for my university applications, my tests, and I'm gonna have to lock in for school. So I'm gonna upload this video, and that's gonna be it for me for this channel for maybe a couple of weeks. Hopefully by then I will be more positive. I'll have some more life advice to share with you guys, or life experiences to share with you guys. But right now I'm kind of just empty. I don't have anything to offer. I'm just here to almost just complain. I don't want to sound like a burden, but for now, I don't know. The final thing I want to talk about in this video is something related to self-improvement. So let's start like this. I was watching some life advice content on YouTube because I was feeling a bit lost, and I came across Chris Bumstead's New Year's resolution video for 2026. He lists out like 10 different points to focus on to improve your life for 2026. and one of them really resonated with me, or it didn't resonate with me. I just kind of felt like it was something that's really valuable. It's really valuable advice. And so he says that throughout your day, you should have people with similar mindsets as you, similar values, similar beliefs. Because if you have people who have not similar beliefs as you in your like workplace or in your classroom, you're gonna have to shift your mindset slightly just so that you can be in the present, right? Yeah, be with these people, be in the present. You sort of have to shift your energy for them. And so if you have different people with different beliefs in all these different settings, then you're shifting your energy throughout the day, and you have to like reset yourself multiple times throughout your day, and your overall flow of energy is going to be hindered. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have diverse beliefs, but generally I think it's more about the energy that people give off. Like if you have for example, maybe the languages are different. You have the way the chemistry, I guess, that you have with different people. If they're entirely different, then you're constantly gonna have to reset yourself. And for me, it's very important because this energy determines my whole perception of reality. And I hope you can understand what I'm saying. When you're interacting with, let's say I was interacting with my friends, we have our own style of jokes, we have our own style of chemistry, and after that, I'm really immersed into this energy. And after that, I go to a boxing lesson with my coach who is Chinese, and he only speaks Chinese, and it's a much more calmer energy. Then I have to reset my energy and then speak in a completely different tone, a completely just different flow of energy. And that resets your whole mindset, right? And if you do that multiple times throughout your day, it's going to be inefficient. It's going to tire you out. And so I guess the point is that even if you can't control your environment, it's best that you set yourself up so that you have a similar flow of energy throughout the day so that you can operate more efficiently. I guess that's the whole point. It's nothing more, nothing less. Just that you have to surround yourself with people with similar beliefs and similar energy so that you can go through life. Basically, you can go through life more easily. And this is a struggle I've had for so long, and I'm still having it because the people around me constantly, like when I switch from talking with my mom to talking with friends to talking with classmates to talking with my coaches, each coach has a different way of teaching and speaking. It becomes very, I'd say it gave me a bit of this existential crisis because I couldn't handle my perception of the world being changed constantly. And I'll say it, I'm a pretty weak individual, even though I can generate so much willpower when I'm trying really hard. I generate a lot of willpower when I'm trying really hard, especially when working out, but I'm a pretty weak individual. I'm a pretty fragile soul, I guess. But the point is that I'm very sensitive, right? So this is very important to me. And if you also have like a similar sensitive soul as me, you're gonna have to make sure that you're around the same people. You're around people who are positive. You're around people who have a constant or a similar energy throughout the day. Just so that your perception of the world can remain at peace, right? I'm not sure if that was good advice or bad advice. You judge for yourself. I'm just trying to give some suggestions. I'm a really unwise soul on this earth. I'm not one to be giving advice. I am great at taking advice. I'm not the best at taking action though, but I'm great at consuming advice from other people. I don't know, I guess that was all I wanted to say for this video. Hopefully this is the final video I will be talking about my depression and stuff, and in the future I'll talk about something a bit more fruitful, a bit more interesting. But yeah, if that's all I gotta say, then I'll see you guys in a few weeks after my exams and applications. And yeah, partially why I make these videos is to practice my speaking skills as well. So hopefully we get better in the future in that department too. Alright guys, bye for real now.